Hello, good morning, and welcome to Sports in a Jiffy on the Morning Impact Show this wonderful Wednesday, 26th day in the month of July, year 2023. And this is coming from the studios of Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And yeah, this packet comes to your listening pleasure weekdays 10 a.m. to 10 minutes on the flip side of 10. It's the midweek edition, and it's pleasing to be here. You can always keep track of this update and more by following us on our social media handles at Impact 102.1 FM on Instagram and Twitter. And you can watch us live on YouTube at Impact 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name, and it's good to have you on the other side. On the breakfast menu today, I have developing stories from football, athletics, and a bit of transfer updates. I'm talking about gossip from the back dailies of the major dailies, including the Nigerian scene. And yes, overnight, Leo Messi scored 2 goals and added an assist in a 4-0 win over Atlanta United. Looks like a good one for Inter Miami, by the way. And yes, Mbappe is training with reserves right now. I'm talking about the FIFA Women's World Cup this morning. It's up and running now. We've come to the conclusion of the first round of matches, and it's been serving us feels, chills, and a lot of thrills. Yeah, you should know that 48 hours to go, Coach Randy Wondrum is already, looking to get things right ahead of the second match of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yes, Rasheedat Ajibade as well believes it will take something special for the Super Falcons to get a result against the co-host, talking about Australia. And yes, in our words, we just have to bring our A game on Thursday against the Matildas. Nigerian Football Federation President Ibrahim Musa Gusa has also shared his words of encouragement. The pressure is on the Super Falcons to keep Africa's hope alive when they face co-host Australia in their second match of the FIFA Women's World Cup finals on Thursday. The game will get underway at 11 a.m. Nigerian time. We don't have a reason to miss that, by the way. And yes, amidst the first round of matches, Nigeria stands out as the only African team that has not experienced defeat yet, and with their illustrious history as 9-time champions of Africa and being one of the 7 countries that have participated in every edition of the Women's World Cup, Nigeria carries the mantle of African football on their shoulders in Australia, while other African teams like Morocco, Zambia, and South Africa look to turn their fortunes around in their upcoming matches. Well, maybe Zambia might not just be finding it easy to do though, because they're currently trailing Spain 2-0 in their second game of the group stage right now. The game is underway and Spain 2, Zambia 0. And yes, talking about the FIFA Women's World Cup right now. FIFA yesterday described the ongoing Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand as already a resounding success just 6 days into the tournament. According to the World Football Ruling Body, there has been record attendances with more than 1.5 million tickets sold, competitive matches, and a festive atmosphere in the two host nations. And then with the tournament capturing the hearts and minds of both home and visiting fans, FIFA President Gianni Infantino thanked the two host nations for their efforts in raising the profile of women's football to an unprecedented level on global scale. I am part of the records that have been set already in this World Cup. Yes, Philippine women have recorded their first ever Women's World Cup win after they defeated co-host New Zealand 1-0. And just about the women's now, their men's as well. Their first time a Philippine team will be winning at a major event. And this was their second World Cup match in history. Also, Olivia McDaniel was rock solid between the sticks for the Philippines as they secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over co-host New Zealand. And in a shot-stopping heroics and the player of the match. And also 18-year-old Linda Caicedo announced herself on the big stage as Colombia defeated South Korea 2-0. She opened the scoring with an irresistible solo run and was deservedly awarded the player of the match. And I tell you, she's the first woman to score a goal outside the box. Every of the goals that has been scored in this World Cup have always been either inside the box or a penalty. And now she has now scored at the under-17, under-20, and now the Senior Women's World Cup. What a record she's having for herself already. And yes, later today at 1 p.m. Nigerian time, we'll be seeing Canada versus Republic of Ireland. That's talking about the Super Falcons group out there. We'll be waiting to see the outcome of that one. Don't forget, the Super Falcons will be playing tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. And yes, stick around as we'll be bringing all of the updates and more on the Sports Hub show by 7:30 p.m. tonight. You don't want to miss that. Here from football, let's talk basketball this morning. And yes, the Tigers of Nigeria are en route to Rwanda for the 2023 Women's Afro Basket Championship. We'll be bringing you details of that as well on the Sports Shop Show later tonight. Talking rugby this morning, an aviation outfit has agreed in principle to support Nigerian Rugby Football Federation (NRFF) in all the activities ahead of the 2024 Olympic qualifiers in September. And the partnership agreement reached at the weekend in Remo, Ogun State will see the team with all of the activities of the federation, with the possibility of expanding the relationship in future if the two organizations' interest continues to align. And yet the partnership is coming on the heels of Nigeria's success in securing a spot in the final phase of the Paris 2024 Olympic qualifiers on September 16 and 17 at Harare Sports Club in Zimbabwe. And yet Nigeria have been joined in Pool B of the qualifiers alongside Kenya, Namibia and Zambia. And according to the NRFF, the partnership came at a good time as to help the federation reposition its activities with particular focus on the Olympic qualifiers. Talking athletics right now, two African countries talking about the Gambia and Benin Republic arrived in Asaba yesterday ahead of the Warri Grand Prix holding at the Stephen Keshi Stadium tomorrow. The Warri Grand Prix is being held as a tribute to former Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Sport in Africa (SCSA), talking about the late Dr. Awoture Elaye. He died Thursday in Benin City, and his pet project, the Awoture Elaye Under 14, Under 15, Under 17 Championship, has held the country in discovering many young talents, including the likes of Divine Oduduru, Fefo Ovili and Ese Brume between 2013 and 2014. And President of the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, Tonobo Kokowa, told newsmen yesterday that tomorrow's event will afford Nigeria's 4x100-meter relay team another chance to qualify for Budapest 2023 World Championship. Don't forget that the Nigerian 4x100-meter relay team could not qualify for the World Championship in Budapest last Saturday in Cotonou, Benin Republic, following a mix-up in their batting exchange. We are talking about the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederations Cup right now. The preliminary draws have been drawn yesterday. And yes, Mediama FC of Ghana will be filing out against Remo Stars, where the winner will face Oroya SC of Guinea in the second qualifying round. Alali Benghazi of Libya will be squaring out against Eyimba FC. The winner will face the Cotonou Cameroon and ASEC Misoma of Cote d'Ivoire in their final qualifying round. And yes, talking about the CAF Confederations Cup right now, Bendel Nationals will be filing out against Aso Shelf, a team from Algeria, and the winner will face RS Bakin of Morocco in the second qualifying round. Rivers United FC were seeded, so they have been exempted from the preliminary round, and the winner between Etoile Duflante of Burkina Faso and Sinjonko of Senegal will play Rivers United in the final round for a place in the group stage. And just like I mentioned at the start of the show, Lionel Messi scored 2 goals and added an assist in a 4-0 win over Atlanta United. RC and Sergio Busquets were in Inter Miami CF starting lineup on Tuesday at the DRF PNK Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And for the first time since joining the MLS side, it didn't take long for the former Barcelona teammates to make an impact, with Busquets lofting a perfect ball over Atlanta's defense to Messi, who missed his first attempt but pulled back the rebound to give Miami a 1-0 lead in the 8th minute. Anyway, Messi swept his group and moved on to the round of 32 in the League Cup, in which it will host an opponent to be determined. And yes, Atalanta became the 100th club that Messi has scored against. And taking transfer bids this morning, Manchester United has taken the lead in the race for Fiorentina defensive midfielder Sofian Amrabat. According to reports, the 20-year-old is reported to be losing patience with Atletico Madrid, who have shown interest in his signature this summer and is now looking towards a potential switch to Old Trafford. And Barcelona are willing to move forward Ferran Torres this summer. It is reported that their interest is in the 20-year-old's signature, and the Blaugrana are said to be willing to loan him out if a team is open to a 2-year deal and move on permanently if they receive an offer in excess of 40 million euros. Initial talk have been held between West Ham United and Manchester United over Scott McTominay and centre-back Harry Maguire. According to sources, United would only entertain offers for McTominay's transfer in excess of £40 million. McTominay was 26 May 24 Premier League appearance last season, and the future of the 30-year-old Maguire after his captaincy was stripped by manager Erik ten Hag. And yes, international are keen on Aston Villa goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. following Andre Onana's switch to Manchester United. The 30-year-old Argentina World Cup winner has emerged as a potential replacement for the Nerazzurris, having already made 50 million euros proposal to Villa. Martinez has previously been reported to be looking for a move to a team in the Champions League. And yes, Juventus want to sign Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku regardless of whether they offload Dusan Vlahovic. That year who has also attracted interest from club in Saudi Arabia was on loan at Internazionale last season, and he has now been identified by Bianconeri manager Massimiliano Allegri as a key reinforcement this summer. Sport in a Jiffy it is. I'll be doing it in a Jiffy. This will be calling it a wrap on the package this morning. If you want to join us tonight for a robust and non-diluted analysis on the Sports Shop show by 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss that, by the way. Stay with us as the morning pass show still continues. I'll be leaving in the servants of Afion Giyeni and Mobolade Oladipo. Ayode Jajibo is signing out. Do have the answer freedom.
The stakes are high. The competition is here.
Chelsea are getting closer.
The prize of victory all reward. And no matter the teams we stand with, everyone believes this season is our season. Catch all the footballing action from the leagues in the world.